Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. It is Tuesday the 19th of December 2023. Acid Rain World time again, looking at this Naphilim Stormer, part of the stealth team, I believe. Deep box, about 50% to 100% bigger than the normal boxes because he comes with the extra arm attachments. Again, he just looks like a very bulky AMM. Maybe it's a Mason body making them big. I've got 3 of these. Looks pretty cool. On the back, it's him, the gun, the 2. Are they swords? Swords, 2 pistols, and the backpack for holding the extra arm things. It looks like. Okay, it does look really cool. I'm gonna open it up, set him up, and I'll get back into this in an instant. Stay tuned. And here he is, and yes, he is basically a repaint of AMM Mason. But before we get into the close look, please consider joining a Patreon, particularly if you like prize draws. We have a prize draw happening next month, January, for not only 1, not only 2, but all 3 of the Wave 2 Asura action figures. And if you want to know what these are like, I'll put a link in the top right of your screen and you can have a look at that review. So I've got all 3 of these brand spanking new. These haven't been opened, they've been donated to my channel specifically even for the purpose of doing a prize draw. So I do hope you look forward to that prize draw and consider joining the Patreon. Okay, so he's got everything equipped on him here. This Naphilim Stormer, and Nephilim is actually a biblical name, if you didn't know. They were sort of supposed to be sort of giants or half demons or half angels, anyway, Old Testament. So here we go. Does look really good. We'll do close look and accessories at the same time. So I bring him in. Got that same gun we saw of Mason. You see I've got the bipod down. Do a bit more light there. There we go. Very, very cool looking. Pistol, and it's got this attachments on here, which I've got in the down mode right now. I could have them going up instead if I wanted to. Nah. Should go that way, or in fact I could actually turn him around. I've done it a bit later actually. Did a look first. So features. His helmet does open, and yes, you can take the helmet off. The head will pop off too, but you can push that out through the visor hole. There we go. He says dropping the head. So you get a reasonable sized head, which we can see here. And this is the helmet. So it is nice to have not just a helmeted head, but actually a head underneath. Is that on? That wasn't quite on. There we go, that is on. So I'll leave it off for now. Gun bipod does move. Take the gun off. His pistols I will take out to get a look. I'll take out 1. It's a very nice looking pistol again with a drilled barrel. Very secure. Then he's got these 2, I'm going to call them chain knives. That's what it look like, almost like chainsaws. These can turn outwards here. They can go upwards. They're supposed to go here because basically he can just pull them out, and he's got a sword ready to go. He's got his chain knife ready to go. But you could, if you want, because these are articulated arms, you could put them all sorts of ways, I guess, to help him with battle. But it said it doesn't straighten. That'll cut him. It does give you some basic instructions on there. So they've got like this, and they've gone like... That doesn't help me. It looks like on the instructions that they've gone with the handle at the top, but that's going to sort of surely going to cut his arms if he does that. Something like that. Maybe. In fact, let me have a quick look at that and I'll come back in an instant. Just hold on with me. Okay, it was a combination of things. 1, I put it in upside down, and 2, there's an extra joint which I didn't realise moved because it was so stiff. So this I've put now with these parts going up and not down, so there's a slight angle. So there's an extra joint, and he can come over his shoulder like that and not cut his shoulder, which is quite useful. Someone's got a bear hug, and you sort of get this to come up and cut their face, which would be quite nasty, which is pretty cool. They can come up this way, so very quick for him to grab. You can turn it around that way, but then he can't grab the handle, but it can cut someone, so it is pretty cool. Now, it's just a small cross. So the issue is when you're, because it's quite stiff on the joints, which is a good thing, I don't want too loose, but when you're articulating, it's quite easy for it to just sort of pop out there. And you don't want to glue it in unless you want to keep this as a permanent feature of your figure. The other thing you can do is you can remove this little red part here, which I'm not going to do now, and you can plug in different arms from like the, I think it's the Fab AP01, they had the extra arms, if I remember rightly. Have a quick look at instructions. Yeah, the Fab AP01. So you could have the extra arms coming out here, you could have these arms there as well. I like this. This can turn here, so you kind of sort of come upwards to cut. But that's pretty cool. The fact it can come to there, you can just quickly grab his knife and for combat. And it does look pretty cool. I mean, it's not like, oh, this is the world's best feature and a toy ever. No, but it looks pretty cool, particularly if they're stowed like that, which they've got them as. Let me just turn it this way first. There's the extra joint. It's got these extra weapons just stowed behind him, nice and safe and sound. Very, very cool. So let's put his helmet back on now. And there's the thing dropping off his back again. Take the visor off slightly. Okay, there we go. This is a simple clip there. Okay. Let's get him holding his gun again. I'll put his thing on his back again. His hands aren't as pliable as some previous Acid Rain World releases, so he's a bit more difficult for him to hold the gun. Not very difficult, just a little bit more difficult. And I find it helps if you pre-bend his fingers, which are a bit of give, and then put his thumb around there as well, then he'll grip. And that's shouldering the gun very nicely. Okay, let's put this one back on. This connects from his waist. Okay. He is a big boy. Let's put him there, do his size, then we'll do a quick comparison. It's a bit of a zoom in, I think. So his height in cm is about just under 12, around 12 cm. So if I compare him to Noir, who I'm calling, I'll say never because there's a U, not a V. I just reviewed before this. You can see that he is a big, big boy, this Naphilim Stormer, which I've got 3. If I compare to a, let's use a double agent from Fortnite, who's going to sort of lean over into him. Maybe not a wise idea. You can see that again, the Naphilim Stormer is massive in comparison. If I go to my Naruna Sentinel, who's now let go of his gun, again you see he's dwarfed. If I go to my Invicta Warsuit Pilot, Body 1 Invicta Warsuit Pilot from Joy Toys 40k line, who is a Space Marine, you can now see that he is not as bulky as a Space Marine, but he's about the same height approximately. So he is a very big boy indeed. Very nice figure, particularly like Mason. I'm glad I picked up 3 of them to have a little team. Very cool indeed. Okay, so Awesome Match signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe, check out the Patreon. I'll see you next video soon. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.